basically into some kind of super efficient machine. That's human capital development. And developing the population's ability and skills to transform the liability of a dependent population into assets for economic growth. Typically, population, if you just leave population in its natural state to grow, will mostly present as a liability. For population to go from a liability to an asset, you need to make deliberate investments. And the reason why population, when it transitions in its natural state, and that means no intervention, the way God created us, Nigeria is almost at that stage. Population growth rate of about 3.7%. Population just keeps expanding. But then how do we plan to manage this population, to harness this population? That is the deliberateness. So right now, we're still even more at the population as a liability. And the reason why that is so is because when you do not deliberately plan for and invest in your population, you will have a dependent population. When you have majority of your population below the age where they can contribute to production and to the economy, then you have a higher dependency ratio, which means you have more people below the ages of 15, thereabout, and more people above the age of 60. So that band of people who are still contributing is narrow, and the band of people who need to be taken care of, either by their parents or by their children or by the society, are quite wide. Now, that's how you go from population as a liability to population as an asset for economic growth. Now, what are the components that we need to invest in to really transform our population, our people, from liabilities to assets? For us to understand why it's even important to make this investment, countries' economies or countries' economic growth and all that are typically measured as gross national product or gross domestic product. If you look at GDP, the gross domestic product, which is the more common one, it either takes all the services and products that a country is able to develop and values it and puts a figure to it, or it takes all the labor, all the human resource in the country and values it. Now, if you take all the labor as human beings, if you take